Hello and welcome to all our the world to AM News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Jumai Manson. Now, a quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Now the news in full. Christian faithfuls in Nigeria has joined their counterparts in other parts of the world to celebrate Christmas yesterday, which is the birth of Jesus Christ, described as a symbol of peace and salvation to the world. Global Television correspondent Sadia Yakubu visited some churches in Abuja for the celebrations and reports.
Christian faithfuls gathered in the presence of God to celebrate the birth of Jesus, a day of hope, joy and thanksgiving for God's gift to humanity. It was a message of love, sacrifice and forgiveness at both the Holy Trinity Catholic Church, Maitama, and Ekwa Church, Central Area, Abuja.
Well, today is Christmas, and Christmas is the celebration of the taking of flesh of God, God coming down to earth to save mankind.
On this special day, people come together with their families and friends, exchange gifts, and pray for peace and prosperity, as well as sing carols. Christmas also reminds Christian faithfuls of the importance of gratitude for what they have and care for the less privileged.
Today is a very wonderful day, not only me, to the whole world.
We are celebrating because this day, centuries ago, over 20 centuries ago, we are privileged to have God so love us mightily, to have given us his one and only begotten Son.
Christmas was prophesied a long time ago through Prophet Isaiah that salvation will come into the world through Christ.
The sermon is wonderful. It reminded us about the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
As the Christmas Day celebration continues, the prayer remains for peace to reign in the hearts and homes of the celebrants. Sadia Yakubu, reporting for Global Television News.
On the other hand, Christians in Kano State have joined their counterparts across the world to commemorate this year's Christmas celebration, marking the birth of Jesus Christ. Global TV correspondent Idris Jibrin reports that special church services were held featuring prayers for Nigeria's unity, peace, and peaceful coexistence amongst citizens. The report.
Christmas in Kano, Nigeria's center of Islamic learning and one of the country's most historic and culturally rich cities, presents the Christian community with a unique blend of faith and tradition. Across the state, churches organize special services and carol concert, drawing worshippers together in a joyful celebration of the season. Christmas is an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ, observed on December 25th by billions of people around the world as a religious and cultural celebration. Beyond the decoration and festivities, the season carries a message that transcends cultures and beliefs.
The message this day, Christmas, is the message about the birth of Jesus Christ, the coming of the Messiah. This day is the day that have been chosen for all Christians to celebrate His coming. So we are excited, we are happy all over the world. And the birthday of Jesus Christ is one of the highly celebrated birthday in the world.
We should respect our neighbors. We should treat them like human beings. Because we are created by God. We did not create ourselves. In fact, let me tell you, you did not choose your family. You did not choose where to be born. You did not choose your state. You did not choose your tribe. You just wake up and discover you are either Hausa or Fulani or Igbo or any other tribe. This is my message for our people in Nigeria and all over the world this Christmas. And I pray that God will grant us that peace. Yes.
For many Christians in Kano, Christmas represents the story of divine hope entering the world through the birth of Jesus Christ. For others, it serves as a reminder of generosity, family values, and communal living.
According to the book of Isaiah chapter 9 from verse 6 and 7, the Bible said that another name for Jesus is the Prince of Peace. So my prayer is that God will grant us peace in northern Nigeria, peace in Nigeria, because if there is no peace, there can't be prosperity. And we need prosperity as individuals, as a people, to prosper. Because if the roads are not clear, you can't come here to interview me.
Amidst ongoing security challenges facing Nigeria, the central message from the Christian community in Kano this Christmas is a call for peace as a foundation for sustainable national development.
My prayer is that God will bring back the peace and security, especially in the northern part of this country. That the Lord will touch the heart of these insurgents, because I may not believe that the war can be completely won through military might alone, but there should be a kind of God should touch their hearts, to change their minds. Because many of these insurgents also live among us,
Kano State, known for its diverse population, once again reflects mutual respect and peaceful coexistence, as the Christmas season provides an opportunity for people of different faith and background to celebrate harmony and unity. From Kano, Idris Jubrin, Global Television News.
In another window now, as the festive season unfolds, families in Imo State navigate a mix of joy and hardship. Our correspondent, Amarachi Ibe, takes us into the homes of two families in Owerri North Local Government, revealing how they celebrate Christmas amidst rising costs and insecurity. The report.
Our journey begins in Obibiezena, where Patrick Sunday and his family welcomes us warmly. Despite the challenges of high cost of living and insecurity, Patrick shares how his family strive to keep the festive spirit alive. He emphasizes the need for government intervention to create jobs and improve security.
Well, celebration of Christmas is not just each. We thank God. We go to church to thank Him in the church. And it is not easy for one to live up to December, from January to December. He has made it for us to live up to December, so there is every need to go and thank Him wherever we are.
A short distance away, the family of Gabinus Umunnakwe shares a similar story. Limited income has reduced the scale of celebration, but hope remains strong. Gabinus appeals for policies that support job creation and provides relief for struggling families, noting that festive joy should not be a luxury.
We are enjoying it now, since we are alive. That's the first thing. Since we are alive, we're healthy enough. Let's look on to the poor masses, create jobs for the masses. My message to them is not about everybody should sow his or her coat according to her size. If you don't have a cup of garri, you learn from somebody who has. Help the person, or you borrow from the person.
For these families, Christmas is no longer about abundance, but resilience. Their experiences reflect the broader reality facing many households and highlights the urgent need for economic stability and effective governance. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to upholding religious freedom and protecting Nigerians of all faith from violence. In his Christmas message to Christians in Nigeria and across the world, the president prayed for lasting peace, especially among communities of different religious beliefs. He urged citizens to reflect on the teachings of Jesus Christ, whom he described as the Prince of Peace. Tinubu also advised Nigerians traveling during the festive season to remain patient, orderly, and law-abiding on the roads. Meanwhile, President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has urged Nigerians to promote peace, love, and unity. In his Christmas message, Senator Akpabio emphasized the importance of spreading love, kindness and generosity at Yuletide. He also encouraged Nigerians to remember those in need and offer a helpful hand. The Senate President noted that Jesus Christ exemplified peace, love, and generosity, and his birthday should be an occasion for joy and merriment. He highlighted the needs for Nigerians to remain hopeful and steadfast in the face of challenges, praying for the community's peace, unity, and progress. Over now to the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has congratulated Christians and Nigerians on the celebration of Christmas, urging citizens to embrace love, unity, and compassion. In a statement issued by Levinus, Chief Press Secretary to the Deputy Speaker, Kalu described Christmas as a period of reflection on the birth of Jesus Christ and the values of sacrifice, love, and service to humanity. He called on Nigerians to reach out to the needy and promote peaceful coexistence, stressing that collective effort remains key to national progress and development. The Deputy Speaker also urged citizens to pray for peace and unity in the country, expressing optimism after Nigerians' future while wishing Nigerians a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has urged Nigerians to embrace kindness, compassion, and generosity during the Christmas season in a goodwill message to encourage families to reflect on the values that unite the nation, including love and care for one another. Mrs. Tinubu called on citizens to extend support to the less privileged and those in need. She also prayed for peace and safety for Christians, Muslims, and people of other faiths. The First Lady expressed hope that the coming year will bring unity, renewed hope, and prosperity. Now, the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has appealed to churches to celebrate Christmas with wisdom and heightened security awareness. CAN advised churches to consider smaller gatherings or alternative worship arrangements when necessary to ensure safety. The association also appealed to security agencies to increase their presence around worship centers nationwide. It called on Nigerians to remember victims of violence and displacements during the season of goodwill. CAN urged citizens to renew their commitment to peace, justice, and national unity. Moving on now to the Nigerian Labour Congress has asked Nigerians to reject any tax law that is distorted or allegedly falsified. NLC President Joe Ajaero, in his Christmas message, said such policies undermine public trust and worsen economic hardship. He called for a fair tax system where the wealthy pay their fair share. Ajaero warned against Russian flow legislation for political reasons. He reaffirmed Labour's commitment to reinsist in policies that harm workers. Vice President Kashim Shettima says President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered the immediate intensification of security operations in Borno State following a terrorist attack on a mosque in Maiduguri. Shettima disclosed this in a statement, noting that additional tactical terms have been deployed to track down and apprehend those responsible for the attack. He added that the federal government was working closely with Borno State authorities and local security agencies to protect vulnerable communities and critical infrastructure across the north, east, and other parts of the country. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has inaugurated a committee on strategy, conflict resolution, and mobilization within the All Progressive Congress ahead of the 2027 general elections. The committee is chaired by Yobe State Governor May Malam Buni and includes serving governors, ministers, and party leaders. It is tasked with resolving internal disputes and strengthening party cohesion. Speaking at the inauguration, Bunu pledged the committee's commitment to its mandate. He urged members to place party unity above personal interest. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has congratulated former APC national chairman and political ally Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje on his 76th birthday, describing him as an astute politician and accomplished administrator who over 5 decades of public service. Tinubu noted Ganduje's role as a senior administrator in the Federal Capital Territory, Kano State Commissioner for Works, 2-term deputy governor, 2-term governor, and his current position as chairman of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria. The president expressed his appreciation to Ganduje's friendship and close collaboration at different times, his services to the APC, and prayed for good health and continued service to Nigeria and humanity. The federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities have concluded negotiations on the renegotiation of the 2009 agreement. ASUU announced that the new agreement will take effect from January 1st, 2026 and will be reversed every 3 years. The deal provides a 40% salary increase for lecturers and improved pension benefits. It also introduces enhanced funding for research, libraries, laboratories, and staff development. ASUU has called on the government to ensure prompt implementation. You are watching the live broadcast of AM News. When AM News returns, Sudan receives Italian and amidst devastating conflict. Details coming shortly, plus business and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please stay with us. You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is AM News on Global Television. Thank you for staying with us. In Business Town, the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, CITN, has called for the immediate verification of recently enacted tax laws amid reports of discrepancies between bills passed by the National Assembly and the Gazetted Act in circulation. In a statement by its president, Innocent Ohagwa, he instituted warned that even minor alterations in tax legislation could cause serious legal, economic, and governance consequences. He stressed that tax laws require the highest level of precision because they directly affect government revenue, businesses, investors, professionals, and citizens. CITN noted that any deviation from versions duly debated and approved by lawmakers could create legal uncertainty, compliance risk, and unintended liabilities for taxpayers. Still on the news, the Independent Corrupt Practices Commission, ICPC, has rated the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and 12 other federal agencies 0 in its ethics and integrity compliance scorecard. The assessment covered 357 ministries, departments, and agencies. It evaluated financial management, administrative systems, and anti-corruption structures. The ICPC said the scorecard is designed to strengthen accountability in public service. Now, the Commission urged MDAs to improve compliance. On the foreign news, the head of an alliance of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, declared that the launch of a joint battalion must be followed by large-scale operations in the coming days in a region plagued by deadly extremism. Burkina Faso leader Captain Ibrahim Traoré gave no details in his comments after being named the new head of alliance of Sahel states, whose 3 military-led members withdrew from West African regional bloc this year. The alliance formed in 2023, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger are the most affected as the vast Sahel region south of the Sahara has become the deadliest place in the world for extremism. With armed groups linked to Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State group, all 3 countries have seen coups in recent years and struggle with overstretched security forces. Residents of Somalia's capital, Mogadishu, have voted in municipal elections in a move towards restoring universal suffrage. The vote marks a significant step towards the country's first direct national elections in more than 5 decades. Heavy security was deployed across the city. Officials say the exercise will help test readiness for national polls. Some regions, however, did not participate. The Sudanese authorities have taken delivery of aid provided by Italian government amidst a conflict that was long ravaged the country. Workers at Port Sudan Airport upload 25 tons of aid parcels sent by Italy, which Ambassador of Italy to Sudan, Michele Tomarsi, described as the first phase of an operation much bigger than will be followed next year by more shipments scheduled to arrive by sea. Over now to Zara Nasru. She has the rest of the story.
The aid operation itself, organized by the Italian Agency for Development Cooperation, continues as planned. The Foreign Ministry announced late on 23 December that Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani will not attend the scheduled loading of a humanitarian flight to Sudan on 24 December. Ambassador Michele Tomarsi stated that the goal is to distribute essential items to the team refugees who have been adversely impacted by the conflict in Sudan.
This is the first phase of an operation which is much bigger and that will be followed next year by more shipments by sea, with the idea to support and bring assistance to the approximately 20,000 IDPs in the camps in and around Sudan.
While largely symbolic, ministerial attendance will have highlighted Italy's logistical role in delivering emergency supplies amid Sudan's civil conflict. Airport authorities, however, confirmed that standard cargo security protocols remain in place and that passenger operations are unaffected. Zahra Nasr, reporting for Global TV News.
In sports news now, Super Eagles coach Eric Chelle has assured Nigerians that the team will continue to improve at the African Cup of Nations. His comment followed Nigerians' 2-1 victory over Tanzania in their opening match. Chelle praised the team's strong first-half performance but noted a drop in intensity later in the game. He said the coaching crew is working to address weaknesses. Nigeria will face its next opponents in the coming days. The Super Eagles will train behind closed doors as they intensify preparations for the clash with the Qatarite Eagles of Tunisia. Nigeria will clash with the North Africans in their second Group C games at the 2025 African Cup of Nations on Saturday. Now, the Super Eagles had a light session on Wednesday following Tuesday match 2-1 win over the Taifa Stars of Tanzania. And that's it on AM News. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen by using @GlobalTVNG. I am Jumai Manson. Up next is Global Morning. Happy holidays.